down here. What is going on, guys? What is up, F100 World? Farragut Classic here. We've got, introduce yourself, man.
My name is Alan Fenstermaker. I own and drive Earthquake Monster Truck here. I also drive Wicked Sickness, which is a modern race chassis. And we're out of Sparta, Missouri.
Modern race chassis, meaning like the ones that we know at all the shows. And
the ones you see, yeah, the ones you see on Monster Jam and on TV. That's the other truck I drive.
Okay.
This is the old school truck. This is actually one of the two oldest trucks still competing.
And you build your own stuff?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been doing this? Where'd you get your start?
Wow. It was 1985, and we were at a truck and tractor pull in Philadelphia, and I saw Bob Chandler come out in BIGFOOT. He crushed the cars, and I said, man, that truck's cool. One of these days I'm going to have me one. And here we are.
Yeah. What'd you do, win the lottery? Like, how'd you get into that?
No, I can't afford to do this. No, I built a lot of mud trucks back in the 90s, and Earthquake 1 was a 1978 Ford with 10 inches of lift and 40-inch tires on it. Earthquake 2 had 17 inches of lift and 44s under it. And I always said if I build a 3, it would be a proper monster truck. And that's what this one turned out to be. But like I said, over the years I got better at building my own stuff. So not only did I build the truck, but all the parts under it I built myself.
Yeah, tell us about the truck. Yeah, come here.
So it's it's a 75 Ford F250, and it's an actual highboy. It's got the highboy frame rail still, and that's about where it stops. It's a 468 big block Ford with a C6
it says right there on the fender.
Yep.
Thank you, by the way. Let me shake your hand there, sir. Continue. I apologize.
No problem. But from there we go into a Profab drop box, and it's got quick change gears, so if I'm on a bigger track or a smaller track I can change my final drive. But it has all of the safety features a modern truck would have. Again, because
so power steering, power brakes, what do you mean?
No, modern
safety.
It has a containment seat. It's got 5-point harness.
Modern trucks, as in the fancy ones we see at shows and
yes,
stuff like that.
There's 4 different ways.
It has anti-lock brakes? No,
yes.
Sorry, continue.
It has 4 different ways to shut the truck off. There's 2 kill switches in the cab. There's a pull tab on the back that will shut the truck off. And I actually have a radio that you can kill it remotely up to 2 miles away.
I would be tempted, as like if I was your friend, to like just mess with you, but not at shows. Not at shows.
It's happened.
Let's talk about your axles here. So this is old school. So I'm guessing military.
5-ton militaries. If my life depended on me putting these axles back into a 5-ton truck, it would never happen. They've been extensively modified. Pretty much everything you can flip, turn, and readjust has been done to these axles. Everything's gusseted and braced. They have mechanical wheel restraints, which is a requirement on a modern truck.
Okay.
So if I shear an axle or break a hub, the wheel actually stays with the truck.
It doesn't bounce off into the crowd.
Right.
I like that. That's cool. Now tell me about, so I mean, obviously all the red stuff is so that when the drive shaft breaks, it doesn't go flying. That looks like it's the brakes, I assume, right? Disc. That's what it's for?
That is the brakes. When you have pinion brakes, you can multiply your braking power by your gear ratio. So with 644 gears, I have roughly 6.5 times better braking at the pinion than I do at the wheels.
Makes sense. That's cool. Now, I can tell by the way it's sitting, and you pretty much just said this, you can turn the wheels in the rear and the front like the newer ones today.
Yes.
It isn't too old where they're locked in and leaf spring back in the day. Well, there's leaf spring, but you know, like first gen, right?
Yeah.
Because first gen BIGFOOT, right? It was not. It was just...
Well...
or am I completely wrong?
Bob was at a convention where Rockwell was there, and the guys from Rockwell were showing him about these axles and how great they were, and that they were interchangeable, and you can take the center sections and the hubs and interchange them from end to end on the military trucks. And they said if you were in a bind, you could take a front axle and put it in the back and then lock the steering out. And Bob Chandler said, that's an awesome idea, I'm going to make it steer.
Yes.
That's how four-wheel steering came about. It was one of his not inventions, but one of his brainstorms from talking to the
Take
guys.
2 front axles on what are they called? The military trucks?
Yeah, military transport.
But they were like, what are they called?
Deuce and a half.
Deuce and a half, so that's it. So 2 front ends basically off a deuce and a half. So tell me about these tires real quick here. Now originally we saw they were like big, basically John Deere tractor type tires. What are these? How do you get them?
These are actually ag tires.
Okay.
And the giant 3-wheeled crop sprayers that you see, that's what these are off of. In fact, all these marks aren't from cars. That's from running around cornfields. Those are corn.
So you just buy
marks.
when they're done with them or something.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's been some controversy over the years with using used tires, and the MTRA has addressed that.
You need budget, man. Come on,
If one of these does blow, there's only 15 psi in it, but the volume of air can be deadly. So there's concern about the age of the tires. I'm not as concerned just because I don't fly as high as the new trucks do.
Do you run the same tires on the new trucks?
Some trucks still do.
You plead the fifth? No.
Yeah, no, some trucks still do. The modern truck that I drive still has ag tires on it, but they're much newer and much heavier, and then we shave the tread down to gain the weight back.
Gotcha. Can we see inside here?
Yes.
Is there anything about that you've done underneath here before we go inside that you want to talk about?
Not really. It's just everything's been bulletproof. We added a ladder frame on top of the factory frame, and all the drivetrain is still back down in the factory frame, so the center of gravity stays low.
That's nice.
But
I love that you're still rocking the frame.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like fun.
Yeah. So this truck will pass a modern tech inspection, so it's got a modern cage crammed into a steel cab, which is fun to get in.
I bet, yeah. Very cool, man. You did the cage yourself, you did the modifications, the frame yourself.
Yeah, all the parts like the traction bars I built, the drive shaft cages, even machined the brake rotors myself.
That's awesome, man. That is so cool. Now, what's underneath the hood? Now, sometimes these engines are in the back, but yours is still in the front.
Still front.
Tell us about the engine here. I know we can't pop the hood, but I mean, we could, but
well, I guess if you kind of look underneath there,
it's kind of dark here.
But it's a 385 series Ford, so 429, 460 family. It's been bored 60 over. This one is normally aspirated, but we're getting ready to pull this out. We're building a second truck called Magnitude, and that is a 73 Mach 1 Mustang that will be sitting on 5 tons with 4-wheel steering. This engine will be put in Magnitude, and we have a 521 871 blower motor on alcohol going in this truck.
That is so cool. There's part of me that wishes you could start it up, you know what I mean? Like without getting kicked out.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure they just made you roll it in, right? Or could you drive it in here?
I could, but
they made you push.
I made arrangements to come up here a day early.
Okay.
So we just pulled the whole tractor trailer inside and tired it up.
There you go. Dude, that is cool. All right, how tall is it exactly?
It is 10 foot forward to the top of the KC lights. It is 12 feet wide.
Good Lord. It's a great grocery getter. I'll tell you what, just haul some wood. No, this is awesome, man. You did a great job. Looking at all the welds and all of this stuff, and you did, wow. I mean, great job. And I love just little attention to details, even though you don't need to do that because you're just going to go out and have fun with it, What's the latest competition you've won or anything like that people might know?
We do a lot of exhibitions. We were down in Miami, Oklahoma, and I actually drove both trucks in the Miami show. And then a few weeks ago, we were in North Carolina for the State Fair. I actually drove both trucks in that show. I say I will compete with this truck. It's very rare that they actually ask me to. Normally I'm the sideshow now with the exhibitions.
It's a classic. In more ways than one now, I guess, huh? That's cool. Well, man, this is awesome. Where can people find you? Are you on Facebook? Or?
You can find me on Facebook. We actually have a YouTube page called Old School Monster Life. It's a behind the scenes of what it takes to build and keep this thing running.
Nice.
I haven't done a whole lot with it this year because we had some computer problems where.
We'll just blame it on COVID, okay?
Yeah, we'll blame it on COVID.
Yeah, it's COVID stuff. Didn't get stuff. Yeah.
I actually had my computer crash, and a lot of footage was on it when it happened, and I can't get it out.
I hate that. Keep trying, man. Keep trying.
We're working on it.
That's cool. So, now you mentioned a Facebook page.
Yes, Facebook page is Shaker Racing Monster Truck Team, and we have a lot of pictures and videos of both trucks on there, so you can go on there and check that out.
That's cool. When's like the next exhibition you'll be doing, you think? 2020.
This is the last one. This is the last display for this year for this truck. Wicked Sickness, I will be in Ardmore, Oklahoma on December 4th. And then I will be in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, December 11th. And then we have off for 3 whole weeks. And then we have, next year, we have 80 shows scheduled all over the country. So yeah.
So you're living the dream, is what you're telling me.
I'm living somebody's dream.
That's cool, man. Hey guys, go check him out. Follow his Facebook page, and you're from Sparta, so guys, if you're local to Missouri or if you're around this area, is there many exhibitions or anything that you do in this area? I guess
every once in a while we'll be here.
Yeah.
But
because they have a monster truck thing here.
Yeah, we have a Veterans Day celebration down there in Sparta that I had the truck out for this year. I did a 4th of July exhibition for Sparta a couple years ago, so it's just a fly by the seat of the pants thing, but
that's cool.
I try to do local stuff also.
That's awesome, man. Well, hey guys, go find him, follow him, definitely check out his videos to get more of this truck, and yeah, I'm going to try and put all of these pictures and everything video I've had on Ford 400 World, as well as Instagram, TikTok, all of that, man. Thank you so much for your time, dude, and thank you, as I assume other people in the group, thank you for keeping it a Ford engine.
Oh, absolutely. all of the trucks are Ford powered.
There you go, guys. Yeah, for that reason, guys, go follow him. Subscribe to his YouTube channel, man. Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good one, man.
Yep.